Since everybody's making videos of their matchers they're going to restore, I thought I'd make a quick one of the Vance Matcher here at the Georgia Museum of Agriculture in Tifton, Georgia. This is a Vance number 2.5. Age on it is unknown, but probably late 1800s, early 1900s. Don't know if you can read that or not, but it's the name badge in there where you see the J.A. Vance Company, Salem, North Carolina, cast into the side of the machine. And here on the end you see the number 2.5, which is the size machine that it is. The size of the machine is pretty impressive. I have to back up a pretty good distance from it just to get it all in the viewfinder on this little flip camera I'm using. But as you can see, it's not in terrible condition, but by no means is it plug and play. It has plenty of issues to deal with. As far as problems that we know with it, if you look on the counter shaft here on the back, if you look over here, you can see where the shaft has been bent, so the shaft is going to have to be replaced. Also, you see the one pulley there that drives the feed mechanism on it has been broken. We're going to have to replace that pulley as well. And behind it, you see this axle coming out here, the arbor coming out here. There should be a nice big flat belt pulley on that. The belt comes up off the top of this pulley here, or the bottom of the belt comes off of this pulley over the top of this pulley, and then that goes over to the cutter head pulley up here, which drives the cutter head. But that pulley there being missing, we're going to have to find a replacement and get that on there. The bed on it, the in-feed bed here is in pretty good shape altogether. It still has the one fence on the right. We'll have to put a pole in here. You can see the bolt here where the wooden pole that would actually go in here to feed the board in. That was where the bottom of it went, and then you would have these holes up here at the top as well as down there where you could adjust the thickness of the board going through. There's a handle over here on the side. When you flip that handle, it goes down to this belt shifter. If you look down there, that's actually a split tight loose pulley, and that would basically engage the feed mechanism on here when you pull this handle back or push it forward. I don't know which yet, but when you move that handle, it will shift the belt over, and that will engage the feed rollers. The gears on the feed rollers, they're all appear to be in pretty good shape as far as I can tell. I did see this one pulley here where we got one missing tooth, or not pulley but gear, one missing tooth in there that I'm going to probably have to do some work on. Either put a replacement in there, pin a new gear in, or either make a new gear. I haven't decided which yet. Probably won't until I get it off. But other than that, it looks pretty good. This pulley down, this gear down here, you can see is worn, but the teeth are all still there right now. Now, as far as the cutter heads, the good news is everything's here. I'm not missing any heads. The bad news is this thing is severely frozen up. I've come out here and squirted a couple of cans of PB Blaster on it, trying to get things loosened up, and probably be doing that every week or two between now and before we get started on this project, to try to get it all going again, or at least where it'll be a little bit easier to take apart. A lot of trash and garbage down here. This machine actually sit outside for a long time before it was brought into shelter here, and no telling before the museum got it. Another problem that we have is back here. This is your bottom cutter head that would plane or mold the bottom of the board going through, and there should be, on these sanctions here going up and down, there should be a press plate that fits in here that basically holds that board down as it's going across that cutter head, and the piece that's in here is missing, as well as the piece that goes across the top that has the crank handles on it, similar to these over here. It was a very similar setup, although the ones on the other two are a different size than this one, so I wouldn't even be able to use those as patterns. I'm going to have to make something up on that. Fortunately, I found another one of these machines in North Carolina that all the pieces are there, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get some measure drawings and have some, or make some patterns and have some castings made so we can get all that going again. The little feed roller on here in the end is missing. That's no big deal. We'll just turn a new one on the lathe out of some steel stock. Should not be any big issue. If you look down below, you can actually see the bottom of the molding heads, and again, everything is there. Problem is, it's just all frozen up, rusted up, and just a mess from sitting outside and being in the weather for no telling how many years before we started working on this thing. As far as this side of the machine goes, I haven't really been able to get in here. It's in a pretty tight spot, as you can see, sitting up against this old shingle mill over here that's in sad shape. But I really can't get in here too close to examine this side of the machine very well. But from what I've been able to tell, again, I think everything is pretty much here. It's just a matter of getting it all taken apart, cleaned up, and functioning again. One thing I see here is the elevation screws on all these are so rusted, I'm probably just going to have to turn new screws and put those in on all 4 of those pieces whenever we get to that point. Those are just rusted too far to probably ever be of any use again. So there you have it. There's the Vance Matcher out at the Georgia Museum of Agriculture. Just needs some good TLC, and I think we can get this machine belted up and back to running again.